Alrighty, here we go. Hey there everybody, it's Nasty here again, and welcome back to the next episode of the Buzzards franchise here in year number 6. Last episode, we took on the Jacks for the final time this year and ended up losing in 10 innings, 10-7 the final, where we gave up a late 3-run homer in extra innings to seal our fate. It was a well-fought contest, but unfortunately we ended up on the wrong side of the numbers thanks to some late bullpen shenanigans. With that, we've lost 2 games in a row here. We're now sitting at 8-6 on the year, and we still need to get a win to put the pressure on the B-Wolves here for the last playoff spot in our conference. Today, we're taking on the last place Nemesis, so a matchup that should be in our favor, but as you can see, they're not going to make it easy on us. We come in at 8-6, Nemesis come in at 3-11. We're going to be sending rookie Paxton Griffith to the hill. 0-1 with a 4.66 ERA and a 140 whip. And on the other side is our former starter, Southpaw Erlang Elwood in his 6th year. He is juiced right now, currently 10th though. No record, a 12.46 ERA and a 3.12 whip. Lineup for today's game for us looks like this. Leading off is second baseman, head of the class Diaz. Batting second is 5th-year backup catcher, Jaden Norris, who's still locked in. Batting third, out in center field, 3rd-year man, Worry Less, Spool Worrymore. Batting fourth, first baseman, Merriam DDP Daugherty. Batting fifth, 6th-year vet, Buck Big Country Swiner. Batting sixth, out in right field, 5th-year outfielder, Carter Balls Mahoney. Batting seventh, back in the lineup today at shortstop, 2nd-year man, Baca the Village Idiot Boyd. He's coming off a game where he had to sit out to fix his mojo. Batting 8th is over at 3rd base, his 4th-year man, Ed the Man Manning. And batting 9th is the rookie Griffith. Let's get it on. Alrighty, so there are playoff implications involved with this one. Obviously, the Nemesis are already out because they are 3-11. They've long been eliminated from the playoff chase. We need a win here to put the pressure on the B-Wolves, because the B-Wolves have to win their last 2 games to get in. If they lose once and we win once, we're automatically in because we'll already be at 9 wins. So, big game for us. Nemesis trying to play spoilers. Let's see how it goes. Their lineup is not looking too hot. I mean, the middle is, but everyone else not so much. They're not having good years, which explains why they're only 3-11. Leading off for us, it's going to be Diaz, Norris, and Worrymore here against Elwood. Here's head of the class Diaz, second baseman, leading off with contact for his left-hander here. 4.29 average, 2 homers, 14 RBIs. He'll be the first man to face Elwood today. Elwood is the 3rd man in the Nemesis rotation. He has no record, a 12.46 ERA, a 3.12 whip. In his 4 appearances, he's made 3 starts. He's given up 16 runs, 12 of them earned. He's thrown only 8 2/3 innings this season. Interesting. And that includes a relief appearance. That's just bad. Okay. 20 hits given up, 3 of them homers. He has walked 7 and struck out 7. His batting average against is .426. And he also comes into this game juiced to try and help him actually get through the 5th inning, and he's also tense, though. Right, first pitch fastball away. We're underway. Elwood, of course, is an OG Buzzards member here to start the series. See if he does well against his old club. Curveball in the dirt, 2-0. Inside heater, 3-0 the count to Diaz. And that curveball's high and outside. It's a 4-pitch walk to start the game. Not a great start if you're Elwood. Next up's our backup catcher, 5th-year man Jaden Norris, who's locked in, hitting .452 with 2 RBIs, no homers, and he has outside pitch active. Pick off first, nothing doing as Diaz is back safely. Curveball inside from Elwood, ball 1. Pitch out, nothing doing. There it goes. Fastball to knee, strike called, throw down is late. That is a stolen base for Diaz. His 4th stolen base of the year. He's 4 for 4. 1 pitch. Slider at the knees, ripped in the gap by Norris to left center. We're going to get it started early here with extra bases. Diaz will score easily from second as Norris is in with a no-out double. Now to bring up Worry Less, Spool Worrymore, 3rd-year center fielder, has contact for his left-hander active, hitting .364, 1 homer, and 8 RBIs on the year. Fastball outside, misses, ball 1. Fastball swung late, 1-1 the count. Change it below the knees, fouled off, 1-2 the count to Worrymore as Whiffer activates now for him. Chased it inside, strike 3. First punch out for Elwood, 1 down. Next up is third-year first baseman Merriam DDP Doherty, hitting .415 with 3 homers and 13 RBIs on the year. Slider inside, ball 1. Check swing up and in on the heater, 1-1. Fastball chased it, 1-2. Fastball outside is popped up. Making the catch, Elwood in foul territory for the second out. That'll bring up left fielder Buck Big Country Swiner, 6th-year man, hitting .340 with 1 homer, 8 RBIs on the year. Curveball outside from Elwood, ball 1. Fastball down and in, chop to first. Butcher there to make the play herself, and that's going to end the inning. Let the Buzzards start off with a leadoff walk and then a follow-up double after a stolen base. 1-0 to the bottom of the first. Hale Sports McStevens up first here for the Nemesis against rookie pitcher Paxton Griffith. Here's right fielder Jorge Hale hitting .163, 1 homer, 4 RBIs on the year as he comes into this game 10th. He'll be the first batter to face the rookie Griffith. On the year, Paxton is 0-1. He has a .466 ERA and a .140 whip. He's given up 11 runs, 10 of them earned in 3 starts, he's thrown 19 in the 3rd innings, so he's averaging over 6 in the 3rd innings a start. 25 hits surrendered, 4 homers, 2 walks, and 12 strikeouts. His batting average against is .313 on the year. Lineup for the Nemesis after Hale, it is shortstop Jock Sports, who's a little hurt. Batting third at third base and 10th is Beefcake McStevens. Batting 4th at first base, locked in Aaliyah Butcher. Batting 5th in left field, locked in Brian Pickleford. Batting 6th behind the dish, Ernie Blings, our former backup catcher from last season. Batting 7th, OG second baseman Flash Lavar. He's normally a backup in the series, but he became the starter a few years ago. Batting 8th out in center field is Ron Lang, who is 10th, and batting 9th obviously is Elwood. Griffith ready, here we go. Fastball high, ball 1. Change of outside, 2-0. Seamer down and in, strike called, 2-1. Off the knees, lined at the middle, base hit, and Hale on to lead off the game with a single for the Nemesis. Brings up the shortstop Jock Sports, hitting .260 with a homer, 1 RBI on the year. Two-seamer high and away, 1-0. Well down at the knees, grounding in the hold of second. Diaz dives, cuts it off. Gets it in time to second to get the lead runner on the fielder's choice, 1 out. Next up, third baseman Beefcake McStevens, who's 10th, hitting only a .192 this year with 2 homers and 5 RBIs for the 6th-year player. Change of outside, misses, ball 1. Fastball up and in, blew it by him, 1-1. Well down and away in the dirt, 2-1. Fastball away, fouled off by McStevens, 2-2 the count. Receiver middle in, rip foul, 2-2. Fastball up and away, high, full count. Change it down and away, fouled off, we'll do it again. Receiver up, fouled off again. McStevens stays alive here. Fastball low, chased it and fouled it off, still a full count. Go down and in, rip foul again, we'll stay alive. Receiver outside, ball 4. Is that missed wildly? Griffith walks him. Good battle by McStevens there. 2 on and 1 down for Butcher. First baseman's locked in her 3rd year, hitting .308, 3 homers, 10 RBIs. Zimmer away, grounded to short, right at Boyd. To second 1, Diaz to first. In-time double play, and that'll end the threat. Griffith also gives up a hit and a walk, but he manages to strand the runners thanks to a double play ball to the second. We're up 1-0. Mahoney, Boyd, and Manning do up for the Buzzards. Leading off the inning is 5th-year right fielder Carter Balls Mahoney, getting the start today over Winkleson, who is 10th. Hitting .366, 5 RBIs on the year for Carter. Down and in with the changeup, ball 1. Fastball up the letters, 1-1. Inside heater, 1-2 the count. Chased outside, dribbler to second. Leather to first, 1 out. Elwood back to neutral, and that'll bring up the village idiot, Baca Boyd. 2nd-year shortstop hitting .271. 2 RBIs on the season. Inside pitch active for Boyd. Slider inside is fouled off, 0-1. Down and in heater, strike called, 0-2. Fastball down and in, bloop to second. Easy catch for Ledar on the soft liner, 2 down. Gonna bring up the fourth-year third baseman, Ed the Man Manning, hitting .381 with 7 RBIs on the year. Curveball hangs, and that smoked Elwood right in his cojones. Infield single for Manning, who beats it out. And that'll bring up the rookie Griffith, pitcher hitting 1 for 4 on the year. Elwood now rattled after taking the beanball to his nuts. Strike in there for Griffith, 0-1. Chased it inside, will pop it up to shortstop. Easy catch there for Sports, and that'll end the inning. But Manning gets an infield single and a line drive off the pitcher's cojones. Bottom 2, we're up 1-0 still. Pickleford, Blings, and Lethar do up. Here's Pickleford, the left fielder, who's locked in. Contact with right-hander, also active for the 6th-year player. All of them with the nemesis. He's hitting .419 with a homer and 2 RBIs. First pitch curveball at the knees, low, ball 1. Four-seamer inside, 2-0. Away, line to first, right at Doherty, 1 out. Next up, catcher Ernie Blings, hitting .235 on the year with a homer, 2 RBIs. High pitch also active for their backup catcher. Getting a rare start today for the tense normal catcher, which is Billy Bronx. Change it down and away low, ball 1. Griffith already locked in here. Fastball inside, grounded back to Griffith, who makes the stop to first, 2 down. Base is empty for Flash Ledar, second baseman, another OG member of the roster, hitting .306, 3 homers, 5 RBIs on the year. Two-seamer up and in is inside, ball 1. Racing down in the way, swung through it, 1-1. Change it down and in, chased it, 1-2. Two-seamer up and away, fouled off, Ledar stays alive. Down and away. Fouled off again. We'll keep it going here. Forcing up and in. Inside. 2-2. Zoomer down and in. Chopped in front of the plate. Norris there on the bare hand to first. In time. And that ends the inning. 1-2-3 for Griffith. To the third. We're still up 1-0. Top of the lineup up for the Buzzards here. Diaz leading off. He started the game with a walk. Stole second base. And then scored on the double by Norris. No official at bat yet today for head of the class. Facing the now rattled Elwood as that fastball's inside for a strike, going 1. Curveball below the knees, dribbled it to second. Let our bare hands at the first in time, 1 out. Next up, backup catcher Jaden Norris, hitting 1 for 1 today. He doubled in a run his first time up. Strike at the knees on the heater, 0-1. Curveball fouled off, 0-2. High heater, 1-2. Slider middle in, grounded to short, hard hit to Sports, but he'll make the play cleanly, 2 down. Elwood back to tense mojo, and that'll bring up Worrymore, who's 0 for 1 today. Strikeout swinging his first time up. Fastball outside, ball 1. Fastball up, Worrymore lines it into center field, but it's right at Lang who makes the catch, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Elwood. He needed that one. Bottom 3, we're still up 1-0 though. Lang, Elwood, and Hale do up. Leading off center fielder Ron Lang, he's tense, hitting .245, 3 homers, 6 RBIs, batting in the ace spot today for the nemesis. First pitch curveball hangs, check swing strike called though, 0-1. Change up and away, outside and high. Two-seamer down in the way, fouled off by Lang, 1-2. Receiver down and in is low, 2-2. Receiver up and in, blew it by him, strike 3 swinging. First punch out for Griffith today. 1 down, and that'll bring up the pitcher Elwood, who's hitless on the year. Receiver up and in, inside, ball 1. Receiver at the knees, low, 2-0. Curveball up and away, strike called, 2-1. Change it down and in low, 3-1. Fastball middle in, fouled off. Full count here. Two-seamer at the knees, chop to the mound. Griffith off to field it. Into first, 2 down. That'll bring up Hale, who singled to lead off the game. And then he was erased on the fielder's choice. He's 1 for 1 today. First pitch, two-seamer inside, misses, ball 1. Change up away, fouled off, 1-1. Four-seamer up and away, blew it by him, 1-2. Ball down and in, fouled off, will stay alive. Change it down and away, in the dirt, 2-2. Two-seamer up and in, fouled off again, Hale stays alive. Four-seamer down and away, fouled off again, still going. Ball down and in, low and inside, full count here to Hale. Change up middle plate, strike 3 called at the knees, and that ends the inning. Second punch out for Griffith. 1-2-3 for him to the 4th. It's still 1-0. Doherty, Swiner, and Mahoney do up. Leading off is DDP. She's 0 for 1 today with a pop out. Fastball in there, 0-1. Curveball down below the knees, chop the second, charging his Leather. He'll barehand it in time to first, 1 out. Next up is Big Country Buck Swiner, 0 for 1 today with a fly out. Outside, ball 1. Down the middle with it, 1-1. Slider up and away, lined in the left field, and that's dumped down for a base hit as Swiner gets his first hit today. He's 1 for 2. Big Country on with 1 down in the inning. And that'll bring up balls. Mahoney, he's 0 for 1. Swiner has bad jumps over there at first. Don't expect him to steal any bases. Fastball outside, ball 1. Strike at the knees, 1-1. Fastball up and away, grounded in the hole to right, past the diving Leather. Base hit there for Mahoney, as that's first and second now with 1 down for the Buzzards. Here's the Village Idiot, Baca Boyd, 0 for 1 today. Lined out his first time up. Strike the letters on the heater, 0-1. Low ball, 1-0. 1-1 the count. Up and away, strike called, 1-2. Curveball down, pulled foul by Boyd as he stays alive. Chased the fastball up and away, but it'll drift it down the left field line over the diving McStevens. That is a base hit. Runner out at third, but it is an RBI double for Boyd. It is 2-0. Third RBI of the year for him, and that'll bring up Ed the Man Manning. Single to line drive off the pitcher's balls last time up. He is 1 for 1. And Elwood is now rattled again. Slider down and in the dirt, ball 1. Fastball at the knees, Manning lines it into center field, hits it pretty well, but it's going right to Lang, and that's going to end the inning. Still, we get another run in the double by Boyd, 2-0 to the bottom of the 4th. Sports, McStevens, and Butcher do up against Griffith. Here's Jack Sports, he's 0 for 1 today. Grounded into a fielder's choice his first time up. First pitch to him is a changeup low in the dirt, ball 1. Fastball away, grounded in to hold a short. Boyd on the backhand there, fires to first. In time, 1 down. Next up is McStevens, who drew a walk his first time up and was erased on a double play ball. Dribble down in the way, strike called, 0-1. Two-seamer up and in is fouled off, 0-2. Two-seamer away, outside, 1-2. Change it down and in, way out in front of it, strike 3, swinging. Third punch out for Griffith today, 2 down in the inning. That'll bring up Butcher, who's 0 for 1. She hit into a double play her first time up. Fastball down in the way, hitting the hole to second, diving is Diaz, he'll knock it down. Gets it to first, in time to get Butcher, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Griffith. Good play at second to the 5th. 2-0 still the score as Griffith is cruising so far. He'll lead off, followed by Diaz and Norris. Here's Griffith, 0 for 1 today with a fly out. Now he's locked in at the plate. We'll see how he does against the tense Elwood. Swung through a fastball, 0-1. Heater up and in, misses, 1-1. Fastball up, Griffith will sky that to right field, right to Hale, who barely moves, 1 out. Next up, Diaz, he grounded out his first time up, he is 0 for 1, he's also walked. Fastball outside, ball 1. Curveball in the dirt, 2-0 the count. Slider away, 3-0 the count to Diaz. Fastball outside, ball 4. Second walk of the game for Elwood. Second to Diaz, he'll reach. That'll bring up Norris. Catcher doubled in a run. He's 1 for 2 today. Grounded out to shortstop last time up. Down and in, heater misses, ball 1. Fastball up, hard on the grounder up the middle. That is a base hit. First and second now for the Buzzards. 2 on, 1 down for Worrymore. He's 0 for 2. He's lined out to center and struck out swinging, as that'll do it for Elwood here, only going 4 1/3 innings. He'll leave the game rattled, and coming out of the bullpen is left-handed on-fire reliever Joseph Broseph. Elwood leads after giving up 6 hits, 2 walks, and 2 earned runs here today. He also takes a line drive to his cojones for his troubles. Here's a look at Broseph's numbers on the year. Joseph is feeling himself. He's really the only reliever that's done anything for the Nemesis this year. He's 2-0. He's got an 0.81 ERA and an 0.67 WHIP. In his 12 appearances, he's given up 3 runs, 2 of them earned, 22 1/3 innings, 11 hits surrendered, 4 walks, 1 homer, 20 strikeouts, and a batting average against him 139. He's really been that elite reliever they've needed in that bullpen. He's coming into this appearance on fire as well, so he's really feeling himself. Fastball up and in, high, ball 1. Fastball up and in, 1 hopper to short, sports the second 1, Lethar to first, in time double play, and Broseph gets out of the jam. Bottom 5, we're still up 2-0. No, Pickleford blings Lethar, due up here for the Nemesis. Here's Pickleford, he's 0 for 1 today. Still locked in though, despite that. Fastball down and in is low, ball 1. You see him in the middle of the plate. Pickleford lines that to left center. That's going to get down, and that'll be possible extra bases for him. Worrymore gets it in quickly, but it is a leadoff double for Pickleford. Second hit of the game here for the Nemesis. That'll bring up Ernie Blings, 0 for 1 today. Grounded back to the pitcher his first time up. You see him in the middle in. Strike called, 0-1. Change up away. Line to right center field. That drifted a little high, and that'll be extra base. That'll be a single for Blings. That will drive in Pickleford from second. It is 2-1. Nemesis on the board. Gonna bring up Lethar, 0 for 1 today. Curveball hangs. That's driven to center field, and that's going to be a home run for Lethar. He puts it in the forest. Fourth home run of the year for Lethar, and the Nemesis now have a 1-run lead as it's 3-2 as they take the lead on a 3-hit swing. Next up, Lang 0 for 1 as Griffith no longer locked in because, of course, he just hung a couple pitches. Fastball in there at the knees, 0-1. That's been Griffith's Achilles heel this season. That's his 5th home run he's given up as that changeup's down and then 1-1. That's why he still doesn't have his first career win. He gives up too many home runs. Two-seamer caught the letters, 1-2 the count. Curveball down and away, chased it outside, strike 3. Norris the first with it, 1 down, as that's the 4th K for Griffith today. That'll bring up Broseph, who's hitting 1 for 3 on the air. He's on fire, and he will get the bat here. You see him outside, ball 1. Fastball inside, 2-0. Fastball high, fouled off, 2-1. About the knees, check swing low, 3-1. You see him in the middle in, line to center field. That is down for another hit. Broseph has his 2nd hit of the year. He's on with a 1-out single to keep the pressure on here in the 5th. That'll bring up Hale, 1 for 2 with a single. That's about the knees, skied to center. Hale just missed that one. Worrymore to the warning track, comes in a step, makes the catch. 2 down. Hold on, sports up 0 for 2 today. Gotta. I hate these stupid things. There we go. Alrighty, 2 down here in the inning for Sports. Runner at first. First pitch fastball at the knees is fouled off. 0-1 the count. Changeup dribbled up the middle. Boyd dives, cuts it off, fires to first. Not in time. Infield single. We'll keep going here with McStevens. Struck out swinging last time up. He's also walked. Two-seamer away. Strike called. 0-1. Receiver down and in. Strike called. 0-2. Change it down and away. Fouled off. We'll do it again. Receiver up and in. High. 1-2. Receiver up and away. Driven by McStevens down the line. He got it. It's gone. Second homer of the game for the Nemesis, second of the inning, and that's McStevens' third of the year. It's now 6-2 as they double their run total in the inning. Griffith just needed one more strike to get out of the inning, and instead, he's given up another homer, and now he goes from locked into tense in the same inning. First pitch curveball lined into left field by Butcher. Swiner dives, hops into his glove. It's in a single, and we'll keep going. There's Pickleford, who started the inning, 1-for-2. Up the knees, check swing strike, 0-1. He started the inning with the double. Fastball at the knees, grounded up the middle as the Nemesis keep going here. First and second now with 2 down. Next up, Blings, 1-for-2, RBI single, and then he scored on the home run. Changeup inside, pulled foul, 0-1. He just scored on Lang's homer. Or Leathar's homer. Fastball at the knees, one lined at third, Manning there to make the catch to finally end the inning. But the Nemesis sent 11 players to the plate. They score 6 runs on 2 different home run balls and an RBI single. 8 hits in the inning, and they now lead 6-2. To the 6th, we're down 4. Doherty, Swiner, and Mahoney due up. Here's Doherty, 0-for-2 today. Fastball high, ball 1. Fastball, but in blew it by her, 1-1. Chased it high, 1-2. Fastball, but in she got to it that time, and the soft liner gets over Leathar into right center, base hit. First hit for Doherty today, she's 1-for-2. Or 1-for-3, and that'll bring up Swiner, who's 1-for-2. Fastball high, ball 1. Fastball at the knees, skied by Swiner to right center. Right there for it is Lang, 1 out. There's Mahoney, 1-for-2 today with a single. Fastball in there for a strike, 0-1. Outside, 1-1. Swung through it, 1-2 the count. Fastball but in line to short. Over the diving shortstop. Throw to second, just late. Infield's, that's a single there for Mahoney, his second of the game. He's 2-for-3, and that'll bring up Boyd. Doubled in a run his last time up. He's 1-for-2. Looking to come through here with another run. Slider down and in. Swung through it. 0-1. Fastball up. Line to third. Right catch there by McStevens. And they'll double off Doherty at second because fuck me. Why would I get anything nice to happen to me today? Bottom 6. We're still down 4 as that rally is killed. Leathar, Lang, and Brosip do up here. Here's Leathar 1-for-2 with a 2-run homer last time up. First pitch curveball outside. Misses, ball 1. Fastball away, fouled off, 1-1. Change it down and in, ripped into left field by Leathar. Swiner at the wall. It hits off the wall behind him because why would he catch that? That'll be a leadoff double here for Leathar, and well, Nemesis are already in business here in the 6th, and that'll do it for Griffith. Gives up 10 hits, 1 walk, 6 earned runs, 2 home run balls. He strikes out 4. He's in line for the loss, and he's never going to get his first career win, at least not this season. Going to double switch here. Coming out of the bullpen first is going to be, I guess Marshall Cuevas, because, well, I mean, Let's go with the rested rookie Finley Holcorn, the left-handed specialist. We're going to take Boyd out since he's the one who finished off last inning. We'll bring in Hurls to play shortstop. Yep. Holcorn on the year is 1-0. He has a 2.89 ERA and a 1.18 WHIP in 6 appearances for the rookie. He's recorded a save, giving up 3 earned runs, 11 hits surrendered in 9 1/3 innings, 6 strikeouts recorded, 1 home run ball, and his batting average against is .306. Looking to get out of this jam here. Laying 10 still is that fastball low from Holcorn, ball 1. Ball down and away, check swing strike, 1-1. Change up and in, line to second, right at Diaz, 1 out. Runner holds at second though. I bring up Broseph 1-for-1 with a single. A specialist is active against him here. There's his fastball up and away, bunt shown and pulled back, ball 1. Curveball middle of the plate, bunt is down. Holcorn gets it cleanly, looks the runner back and fires to second. Failed sacrifice bunt. 2 down, and that'll bring up Hale, 1-for-3 with a single. First pitch, change it down and away. Strike called, 0-1. Slider at the knees, line to second. Diaz dives, makes the catch, and that ends the inning. Good play there from Diaz and good pitching from Holcorn to strand the inherited runner. To the 7th, we're still down 4 runs though. Manning, Hurls, and Diaz due up here against Broseph, entering his 3rd inning of work. Here's Manning, 1-for-2 today with the single. Slider low, ball 1. Fastball high, 2-0. Manning is singled and low out to center field last time up. Strike in there, 2-1. Fastball at the knees, lined into center. That is down in front of Lang for a hit. Second hit today for Ed, he's 2-for-3. He's on a first to start the inning. I'm going to bring up Hurls, getting his first at bat of the game. 5th-year second baseman's hitting .333 with 2 RBIs on the year. Slider middle of the plate, line up the middle, base hit for Hurls as he gets by the diving Levar. 1st and 2nd now with none down for the Buzzards, as we're in business. Here's head of the class Diaz. He's walked twice today and grounded out once. He's 0-for-1. Contact versus left-hander still active for him as this is his first time facing Broseph. Slider at the knees, 0-1. Fastball up and away, broken bat, blooper into right center. That's going to die out there for a base hit. RBI single for Diaz, runner to 3rd as well. It's 6-3 as that bat dies a hero. Next up, Jaden Norris. Catcher is 2-for-3 today. RBI double and a single on the cards. He's also flown out. Or no, grounded out to shortstop. Broseph now down to locked in Mojo. Fastball away, sky to right. Right at Hale. Makes the catch. Runner tagging at 3rd. Throw coming home is offline. Cut by Butcher, and that's a sac fly. 6-4 the score now. 1 down, runner at 1st for Warrymore. He's 0-for-3. There it goes. Fastball low, ball 1. Throwing this down to 2nd is high and into center. Diaz will advance to 3rd on that error. That's his 5th stolen base of the year. Does that count as a steal? I don't think so. Maybe not. Anyway, high on that one. 2-0. Error there to the catcher. Fastball at the knees, and Warrymore says, "Thank you very much, Broseph. I'm taking your yard," as that's going to land in the nest out there in the forest. 2nd homer of the year for Warrymore, and we are all tied up at 6 as the Buzzards have a 4-run swing this inning off the tiring Broseph as they left him in too long. Here's Doherty, 1-for-3 with a single. Broseph down to neutral Mojo. Fastball up, grounded to 3rd. Nice diving stop by McStevens up the line. He'll fire to 1st in time, 2 down. Now to bring up Swiner, 1-for-3 with a single, and that would do it for Broseph as he gets the 2 outs in the inning, but gives up the lead. Coming in the bullpen, out of the bullpen in a tie game is reliever Besto Fisher. I'm not sure if he's a rookie. He might be in his 2nd or 3rd year. I'd have to look at that, but couldn't tell you if I wanted to. He's locked in though. Fisher on the year is actually the worst performing reliever for the Nemesis. He has a 0-2 record, a 6.75 ERA, and a 150 whip. 6 earned runs given up in 6 appearances with 8 innings pitched, 7 hits surrendered, 1 homer, 5 walks, and 6 strikeouts. Batting average against sits at .233, but he did have a good appearance last time out of the pen, so we'll see which Besto Fisher we get today. Slider inside, ball 1. Low 2-0 on the heater. First time we've seen Fisher this season. He was picked up in free agency this year. Fastball line, past the diving McStevens in the left, base hit for Big Country. His 2nd hit today, he's 2-for-4. That'll keep the inning alive here with 2 down for Mahoney, who has singled twice. He's 2-for-3 with the pitcher slot due up next. Fastball up and in, line to 2nd, 1 hopper to Levar. He'll fire to 1st in time, and that will end the inning. But we tie the game up thanks to 4 runs, with capping it off with a big home run by Spool Worry Less, Worry More. His 2-run homer ties the game. It is 6-6 to the bottom of the 7th. Hard to line up for the Nemesis, though. Sports McStevens and Butcher against the rookie Holcorn. Here's Sports, 1 for 3 today with a single. Holcorn now locked in out there on the mound. He also has Specialist active here against Sports. First pitch slider down and in is low, ball 1. Ball down and away, check swing strike called, 1-1. Four-seamer up and away, strike called, 1-2. Change up at the knees. And Holcorn took that one to the face. Diaz there for it, no one at first. Infield single for Sports. Stevens up next, 1 for 2 with the 3-run homer last time up. He's also walked and struck out. Holcorn thankfully only got hit in the shoulder, but it still hurts like a bitch, and he's down to neutral mojo. And unfortunately, I can't take him out because he's the only pitcher that's actually well rested in the bullpen, so we're kind of stuck with him. First pitch curveball down and in. Fouled off by McStevens, 0-1. Receiver down and away, outside, 1-1. Change it down and away, chased it, 1-2. Slider inside, chased it inside, strike 3. Second punch out for McStevens, first for Holcorn, 1 down. That'll bring up Butcher, 1 for 3 with the single. Receiver inside, strike called, 0-1. Change it down and away, grounded up the middle. Diaz dives out of his reach into center. That's a base hit. First and second now, 1 down here for the Nemesis. As they are in business. Here's Pickleford, 2 for 3, double and a single today. First pitch curveball away, strike called, 0-1. Four-seamer down and in, chased it, 0-2. Change it down and away, chased it, strike 3. Second punch up for Holcorn in the inning, 2 down. That'll bring up Blings, 1 for 3 with a single and an RBI, and Specialist active against him. He's also tense for making that error last inning, trying to throw out Diaz, stealing second. First pitch slider down and away, strike called, 0-1. Receiver down, driven by Blings to left center field. Swiner back at the fence, leaps out of his reach, and that ricochets away from him into the gap. Warrior gets it in quickly, but it's a 2-run double for Blings. It is now 8-6 Nemesis. There's Lathar, 2 for 3, 2-run homer, and a double. First pitch changeup up and in. Holcorn gets it inside, misses, ball 1. Fastball away, grounder to second, right at Diaz. Will make the play to first. That'll end the inning. But Holcorn gets injured, strikes out 2 batters, gets it to 2 outs in the inning, and then gives up a 2-run double to Blings. 8-6 Nemesis lead to the 8th. Holcorn to do up first, then Manning and Hurls against Fisher. We're going to pinch hit for Holcorn, obviously, because he is the pitcher, and he's hurt. Coming off the bench to pinch hit is going to be backup first baseman Atticus Macias, hitting .385 on the year, 2 RBIs for the second-year player. Curveball in the dirt, ball 1. Or slider, sorry. Slider in there at the knees, 1-1 from Fisher. Slider at the knees this time is ripped up the middle, base hit for Macias. His first hit today as a pinch hitter, he's 1 for 1. Brings the tying run to the plate with none down in the inning. Here's Ed the Man Manning, he's 2 for 3 today with 2 singles. Curveball slider there at the knees, strike called, 0-1. Fastball blown by Manning, 0-2. Fastball at the knees, ripped foul by Manning as he will be early on that swing. We'll stay at an 0-2 count. Fastball up and in, line to short, 1 hopper. Easy double play here, 6-4-3 around the horn. 2 down, base is empty for Hurls. He singled last time up, he's 1 for 1. But he now has power versus right-hander active, so we'll see how that goes for him. Fastball away, he'll sky it down the left field line. Right over there is Pickleford. He'll make the catch, and that's a 1-2-3 inning if you factor in the double play ball. Coming out of the bullpen is mop-up man Marshall Cuevas, who is tense, but he is the most well-rested. Bottom 8, it's 8-6. Lang, Fisher, and Hale do up here for the Nemesis. Lang's over 3 today. He's been struggling. Cuevas is now also struggling out of the pen, giving up that 3-run homer last episode. He took the loss against the Jacks, 0-1 with a 3.72 ERA and a 1.45 whip. 7 appearances, he's given up 4 earned runs, 9 2/3 innings, 11 hits surrendered, 1 homer, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts, and a batting average against a .314. First pitch fastball down and away from Cuevas is low, ball 1. Slider down and in, strike called, 1-1. Change up away, fouled off, 1-2. Fastball up and in, popped up by Lang, shadow left center. That's a tough play from Worrymore. He slides and just missed it. It's a single for Lang. As a one hopped into his glove, that'll bring up the pitcher Fisher. No pinch hitter. He will get to bat and he'll get to finish the game. First pitch slider bunted up in the air. Nice diving catch by Norris in foul territory. He will double off Lang at first. Good heads up play by the catcher. 2 down, and that'll bring up Hale. 1 for 4 with the single. Slider away. Strike called. 0-1. Seamer up and away. Check swing strike. 0-2. Change it down and in. Fouled off. We'll do it again. Slider middle in. Grounded to second, right at Diaz. On to first. That's a 1-2-3 inning for Cuevas if you factor in the double play ball. To the ninth, we're down 2, 8-6. Diaz, Norris, and Worrymore are the last chance here against Fisher. Top of the lineup needs to get it done. Diaz leading off, 1 for 2. He singled in a run last time up. He's also walked twice. And grounded out. Fastball down and in. Low, ball 1. Low heater, 2-0. Inside heater, 3-0 to Diaz. Outside ball 4 as that fastball misses. Third walk today for Diaz. 4th time he's been on base. He's locked in. That'll bring the tying run to the plate and backup catcher Jaden Norris. He's 2 for 3. He's doubled in a run. He's singled and he hit a sac fly last time up. Still locked in. Fastball away. He missed it off the end of the bat. Popped it up to shortstop. Sports there to make the catch. 1 out. Next up, Worrymore. He's 1 for 4. He had a 2-run homer last time up to tie the game. Let's see if he can do it again here. Slider outside, ball 1 from Fisher. Slider at the knees, dribbler to short, Sports to second 1, Leather to first, double play, and we just lost to the last place nemesis. Ah, God, we fucking suck. That's our 3rd loss in a row. We're now 8-7 on the year. We are choking away a playoff spot as we speak. Ode to joy. If you can't sense the sarcasm in my voice, you probably shouldn't be here. 8-6 the final. 14 hits for both clubs. They just hit more home runs than us, point blank. They hit a 3-run homer and a 2-run homer, and then 3 RBIs for their backup catcher. That's why they won this game. Everybody in their lineup got a hit except their pitchers Elwood and Fisher. Even their reliever Broseph got a hit. For us, hitless today, pitcher Holcorn, pitcher Cuevas, and pitcher Griffith. Everyone else got at least 1 hit. We had a 2-run homer from Worrymore, 2 RBIs for Norris, 1 on a double and a sac fly, 1 single for Diaz drove in a run, and Boyd drove in a run on a double as well. For them, they had the 3-run bomb from McStevens. That was a big blow. They had the 2-run homer from Leather. Both of them were in the 5th inning. Blings also singled in a run in the 5th inning, and then he hit the 2-run double in the 8th inning, which was the decider. Rookie Paxton Griffith, 5 innings, no decision, 10 hits, 6 earned runs, a walk, 4 strikeouts, 2 home runs given up. He stays at 0-1 and will finish his rookie season with an ERA just under 6. Holcorn, 2 innings out of the pen. A rookie will take his first loss of his career. 3 hits given up, 2 earned runs, 2 strikeouts, a line drive to the shoulder for his troubles. He falls to 1-1, and Cuevas throws the 8th inning. He gives up a hit. Elwood on the other side goes 4 1/3. He gets a no decision, 6 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, a strikeout. Longest start of the season for him, but he still gets a no decision. Broseph goes 2 1/3, 6 hits, 4 earned runs, and a home run given up. No decision for Joseph, although he pitched pretty well. 1 of those runs was unearned. 2 of those runs were actually unearned, so... And then best of Fisher, he'll get the win out of the pen, 2 1/3, 2 hits, and a walk given up. Good relief pitching for him. That's his first win of the year. He improves to 1-2. Player of the game is Leather, who had the home run and the double, driving in 2, followed by McStevens, who had the big 3-run homer, and then Diaz, who went 1 for 2, driving in a run on a single. He stole 2 bases, scored twice, and walked 3 different times. So good plate discipline from head of the class today. Unfortunately, we couldn't parlay that into a win because, well, the game just wants me to have more gray hair and, just to, go bald before I even turn 30. Alrighty, we don't even get to go into we don't need to sim. Okay, so we're going to go right into the next game, next episode. We're taking on the division-leading Overdogs, who come in at 11-4. We need this win to put all the pressure on the Beewolves. If we lose, we're probably going to miss the playoffs again, because that would be what the game wants. And that would be a very disappointing end to the season. On the mound for us will be second-year right-hander Trenton Deputy, 1-1 with a 4.74 ERA and a 1.37 WHIP. And on the mound for the Overdogs, it'll be veteran Lover Kim, who's 1-0 with a 4.15 ERA and a 1.38 WHIP. He has also beaten us this season already, but he did not do it as a member of the Overdogs. He was on the Grapplers at the time, and after he beat us, they cut him after the game. So it was kind of a sad victory for him. Looking around the league, what happened? Jaden Norris gets +3 fielding. Nice, good for him. Had a good game at the plate. Platypi signed Godfrey Storm as they cut Hieronymus Jackson. Platypi, of course, already out of the playoff hunt. Doherty +6 arm there at first base. Kind of a first baseman, not really necessary, but alright, I'll take it. Nashadonga is released by the Sawtooth, who've been eliminated from playoff contention. They'll take on veteran Carlton Starr. Dick Berger is picked up by the Sandcats as they cut Cat Stanza as they missed the playoffs. Maximo Primo's off the Blowfish, who's replaced by Smack Avery. Lloyd Cook is off the Freebitters, they're picking up Roman Rhodes, and that's it. Okay, let's look at these player development options here since we don't need to sim. We don't really need this one for Buck. He already has a pretty good arm as it stands, so I'm going to ignore this one. This one for Mahoney will be here next time. It's not my favorite, but it's a decent upgrade. This one for Norris, that's a dumb one. That's too high of a chance to lose outside pitch. Pass. Hokie doesn't really need the extra velocity. He already throws pretty hard, so pass. Could get this one for Diaz. He could use the arm upgrade, and then we'll get this one for Despot next time. That's a really good upgrade. I really hope he gets that K-Man trait. Yeah, so let's do this one for Diaz, and then we'll just set the lineup, call it a day. Alright, +6 arm there, up to 69. Nice. No inside pitch though for Diaz, but that's alright. He's already a pretty good player as it stands. Alrighty, let's set the lineup here for our season finale, and then we will finish off the episode, I guess. Leading off next episode will be third-year center fielder outfielder Wink Winkleson. He sat out today's game to fix his mojo. Following him is head of the class Diaz, he'll bat second. Norris over behind the dish again. He is locked in, still playing, of course, because he is on a hot streak, whereas Oliver just flat out sucks. Rory Moore out in right field now, his natural position. He'll bat fourth. Big Country out in left. He'll bat fifth. Village Idiots at shortstop. He'll bat sixth. DDP's over at first. She'll bat seventh. And the man will bat eighth at third base, with Deputy rounding us out on the mound. And he is fully healed up from his injury, so that is good. Love to see that. He did take a line drive last start, but he managed to get healed up before his next one. So good job, Trenton. Alright, well that's going to do it for this episode, guys. That was a horrible loss. We had the game in our hands up until the 5th inning. We then rallied back to tie it in the 6th. And then we blew it in the 7th. Yeah. It's kind of how our season's going. We now lost 3 games in a row. And we are falling out of the playoff hunt as we speak. So we need to get something going quickly. Otherwise, well, if we don't win this last game, we're probably going to miss the playoffs. So we need to win. We need a win. We're desperate for a win. If we don't win, we're in trouble. If you made it this deep in the video, guys, thank you so much. Obviously, I appreciate all the support. Thank you for sitting around, listening to me ramble on and rant for, 50 minutes because, well, that's just what the game made me do today, and not happy. We should have won that game, and, well, here we are. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit the follow button down below here on Twitch, so that way we can be notified next time I go live. And if you haven't already on YouTube, leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. Link to Twitch in the description below. I'll see y'all in the next one, which will be the finale of this season. Until next time, this is the Nasty One. Signing